guys, welcome back everyone, welcome back to the upper brackets round of 16. The round of 16 here, we are jumping into, sorry, the round of 8 I should say, of Group B. We have a banger of a series ready for us, a fresh best of 3 between Big Gabe and Zoun. And here we go, we're jumping on in and spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Pylon. We have the German Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Mouse. It is HeRoMaRinE. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player representing Team Vitality. It is Zoun. Here we go. As we are jumping into our matchup, and if you're in the chat, predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chats as we jump into our TvP. Here we go. As a reminder, this is one of the final matches of Group B for today's broadcast. Tomorrow we're going to be wrapping up Group B alongside Group A as well, but again we're nearing the end of the first half of the broadcast. After these matches, after Group A and Group B complete, then we have C and D. Then Group C and D will commence, and we have an entire other bracket to get into. But we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Until then, we're going to be settling in. Double gas opener out of Gabe. Does go double gas. Meanwhile, Zoun opening up with his own gate expand, or gate cyber expand. Now, when it comes to our players, coming into this, I haven't really seen too much of Big Gabe. What I do know is that recently he has been playing in more open tournaments. If you remember, for a very long time, he was not really fond of the idea. Announcement of EWC, he wasn't really playing in the online open weeklies. But after EWC was announced, then he decided to devote more time and started committing more, playing in the Monday night weeklies. And I think even playing like an awardy Monday every now and then. So it's really cool to see Gabe just indulging more and competing more in these open tournaments as he's been gearing up and getting ready for these big plethora of offline events that are now upon us. And we'll see how he compares to Zoun. Zoun, for those that are unaware, Zoun, he failed to qualify for GSL Season 1. Zoun was one of the many big names, like players like Zoun, Shin, Bunny as well, Creator, like so many big players, big names, did not qualify for GSL Season 1. Zoun is one of them, despite the fact that he's a really good player. Like, I would say Zoun is top 3 Protoss in Korea, just behind Hero and Classic. Just behind them, I would play Zoun. So for him not to make it into GSL was an upset. It was crazy, it was brutal. It shows how competitive GSL is, and we'll see if he can recover, and we'll see if he can redeem himself here at Dallas. So Zoun is here, he has something to prove. Meanwhile, Gabe likewise has been getting back on that grind, back on that horse with the initial double gas opener, later CC out of Gabe. From here, we are typically expecting faster tech labs. Again, I haven't really seen much of Gabe recently, just because here on the CranKy Ducklings, we don't really cover many of the European weeklies, as European weeklies are usually at this hour and we're usually asleep. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. So usually we're not able to cover the European weeklies. So I'm curious to see how Gabe performs, how he compares. For now, Tech Lab into earlier Cyclone. Is going for the earlier Cyclone. Meanwhile, Blink based opener here out of Zoun. So far getting into his 3-gate setup. So 3-gate Blink, very safe play here from our Protoss player. Likewise, Gabe is setting up, massing up his Marines. Thank you so much, by the way, to Scaflick. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime, or for subscribing, I should say, for subscribing for the first time in 2 months. Thank you so much. Do appreciate it. As we go for the add-on swap, we have the initial drop across the map, so Marine Cyclone into Cloak Banshee. Now we see the purpose of the extra gases. Hallucination does confirm. Nice scatter here out of Zoun. He's fully aware of the Cloak Banshees coming his way. But what about the drop? The drop does slip in, but thanks to the 3-gate opener, we do have extra Stalkers, an extra setup, and Zoun, he is somewhat in position to defend. There we go, he reacts in time. Going for the Cyclone. Nice control there, nice micro out of Gabe. Gabe does pull away, doesn't quite get much damage done. Kills one probe, only one, but does preserve his army. So nice control by Gabe, he does save every single unit. He does pull out, does pull away. As he's moving out. Likewise, Gabe, he hasn't lost anything yet. He's still preserving his army, getting to his own tanks. Did he cancel? He did. I do appreciate it. So Gabe, upon being scouted, he does cancel Cloak, does cancel the Banshees, going into a Raven instead, respecting Zoun enough to recognize that he won't be able to get enough damage done with those Banshees. Ooh. Nice tank volley, punishing Zoun. Zoun gets punished and HeRoMaRinE does hold. Meanwhile, Zoun, he's actually staying on 2 bases for a long time. He takes both gases at the natural, Robo into a Bay, into charge, all before the expansion. This is a very late 3rd base here out of Zoun. This is very safe play. And as a result, if Gabe were to commit into a 2 base all-in, Zoun, he would have plenty to defend. So Zoun is setting up. Meanwhile, we had no Cloak, but the Banshee was still made. So Banshee into the mineral line. Gets a couple of probes. 1, 2 workers going down, getting a 3rd. Not bad. Stalker's now being forced to warp in. 5 probe kills for a vanilla Banshee. Very nice damage. As Gaby breaks out, catches another Stalker. Nice pickups. Picking up 5 workers. Banshee gets away. Stalkers go down. Nice small wins here for Gabe. And do you see what I see? There we go. 3rd TC. Command center is on the way. Gabe is not going for a 2 base all-in. He is expanding. He was just very dedicated on 2 bases. But now we're building up towards a longer game set. And again, this 3rd base is late for Zoun. But the advantage is that he already has Colossus. So he's very secure. He is very secure. Gabe now he breaks out, looking to expand. I see Azura in the chat, the biggest Zoun fan. Let's go. Azura. Yeah, of course. Want to go over Zoun and Gabe. Gabe, he does breakouts. And remember, behind this he's expanding. And he shouldn't quite commit here. He has no interference matrix. And again, it's pushing into 2 Colossus. So Gabe, he will threaten the pylon, but he can't stick around. Scans, sees the setup, sees the army. Reinforcements are on the way. Again, he wants to get that Cybercore and get the hell out of here. Cybercore goes down, Gateway as well. Does scan, and he unsieges. He has to pull out. Races back home. As he pulls out, Zoun getting up to 3 Colossus. From here he can start disruptor production. Gabe catching out the Zealots. 2, 3, 4 Zealots going down. Landing his 3rd. And we're waiting for Zoun's push. He's got his 3 Colossus. What are we waiting for? The Prism. Prism is on the way. Dark Shrine as well. And with the arrival of that War Prism, Zoun, he can now break out and try to strike the 3rd base of Gabe. Speaking of, has Zonaga. Let's have the Zonaga. Gabe moving in. Spots a would-be expansion. I mean, Gabe is built up very nicely here. And again, Zoun, his economy was delayed the entire game. Gabe going for the June drop into the main. Does commit. Does commit in. Likewise, auto turrets on the way. Gabe, he's fighting without his tanks. That's 3 Colossus. Let's get the hell out of here. And Diminivac goes down, and Gabe gets away. Whew. Does get away. Takes down 7 probes. Zoun expanding on the right-hand side. A very isolated base. Very abusable. Gabe pulls away. As Gabe drops back in, heads for the main base, will snipe the main. Massive pickup. Yeah, Zoun completely out of position. He's racing back home. The main goes down +2. Can he deny? Takes down the Immortal. Immortal goes down +2 as well. Massive pickups. Blinks away. We'll lose 1 Metamac, but that's worth it. That is worth it for Gabe. Snipes the main, the production, the upgrades, and the Immortal as well. And Gabe, he's about to max out. Gabe is snowballing out of control. Zoun, he's in so much trouble. DT gets into the main, but this is not good enough. Does avoid the scan. Oh! Jeez, what's going on? There we go. Dark Templar falls. And again, Zoun was just getting ready for an all-in that never came. We spoke about it, but the third is late. The fourth base also is delayed here for Zoun. Zoun has just been behind economically the entire game. HeRoMaRiNE on 74 workers. And Gabe will be the first to move out. Sorry, the first to max out. And move out as well. So just really solid play here out of Gabe. And just really, I would say, just overly defensive and overly scared play out of Zoun. But it comes down to the main fight. Even though Zoun is down 50 supply, Novas. there are Novas. First Nova goes up. Up. Decent connection. Takes down 3 Marauders. And missile goes off. Army sims in. Catches out a Colossus. Nice pickup. And Gabe, he can keep going. He can keep pushing. He just has to be careful of those Novas. Nova catching out 2 more Marauders. Nice splits, very nice splits. Gabe spreads well, takes down the Colossi, and it looks like Gabe has enough. He is breaking through, Snowball out of control. The final Colossus does go down. But Gabe, he barely doesn't have enough. He's so close to breaking down. So incredibly close. Gabe pulling away. Consolidating his army. Ghosts are amassing, now getting to 3-3. Oh, 3-3 upgrades a little bit late, but they're on the way nonetheless. KB scans and he's going for the 4th. And again, we spoke about it. We spoke about how isolated the space is. Zoun, I'm not sure he can save it. Hey, going for the base trade. Top right is going to go down. Zoun, he doesn't counterattack. He's turning around. He's coming back home. The base will fall. Zoun going for the Hail Mary play. The Novas are going up. Ah, but he notices. Gabe, he sees. He knows. Does spot the disruptors. Gabe is going to keep this going. And all he has to do is deny the 4th. You can see Zoun double expanding. That's how desperate he is. Getting a 4th and a 5th base at the same time. Meanwhile, Zoun has built up his disruptors. 5 disruptors. That's a lot of Novas. A lot of Novas here for Zoun. Does snipe the Ghost. Nova going up. It does graze the army. Does graze the army, but again, Zoun, he's still in trouble. He's slowly catching up his supply though. Like, Gabe is maxed out, but he has to do something with the army. He has to trade. Gabe, he takes over the Zelnaga. Zoun shocking around. And as Zoun is keeping Gabe busy, he's expanding. Alright, the base is getting back up and running. Zoun is catching back up. He's recovering. Gabe sims in. Nice EMP. Nice EMPs. Novas do not connect. Zoun, he panicked. And he's bleeding out 1, 2, 3 disruptors. Oh, barely 2. 2 disruptors go down. Down to 4. And Gabe, he's gained map control. He wants that 4th base. Oh, Nova goes off. 3 Novas left. Gabe, he does strike the 4th. Sorry, the 3rd. 3rd is going to go down. Massive pickup. Will cost him a Ghost. Ghost does fall, but he's just pulling Zoun apart. Takes down the 3rd, going for the 4th as well. Now, the main army of Zoun is still terrifying, but he has no economy. The economy just is not there. It hasn't been the entire game. Gabe, he's going ascendant, jumping into the main once again. He just keeps going. Likewise, he's back on the right-hand side. Does force a recall. Ooh, was that the right call? Only gateway units. Gabe, he can take the fight. Does Kai back. Nice Sims. Oh, the SimCity working against Zoun. Yeah, picks off all the Stalkers. Zoun getting pulled apart. And now there are no Stalkers. Now we can just boost away. And he just picks up, boosts away. Recalls on cooldown. He does find bottom left. The final mining base of Zoun. And Gabe, he just has to calm down, build back up. There's a scan, takes down the DT. Focusing down every single Stalker. And Zoun, there's nothing really left here. Sure, he has Disruptors, and there's always potential, right? There's always potential with these Novas and Disruptors. There's always a chance he can pop up. Speaking of, not bad. Decent connections. Oh my god. Jeez. As 4 Marauders go flying. The Novas are good this time, but he needs more than that. He needs more good Novas. He needs more of those connections. Not like this, so 1, 2, 3 Disruptors that go down before the Novas connect. The target fang of the game takes out every single Disruptor. The Novas, they just can't connect. GG gets called, and HeRoMaRinE will take game number 1. Whew, GG. KP does take a lead in the series, does take the first game, and is 1 game away from making it through into the next round. Remember, this is a best of 3, by the way. Best of 3, not a best of 5. Gabe takes a lead and is 1 game away from claiming it. Oh boy. Uno más, papi. Uno más is all he needs. And game 2 is going to be on Tokamak. Here we go. Finally, a proper TvP. I mean, as we were trying to emphasize, like, because this is day 1 and because of the open bracket, there are some, you know, some lower tier players or like a little bit of a skill disparity. I understand the sentiment, but at the same time, you know, it's the early rounds of the tournament. Moving forward, though, as we're getting into the later rounds, that's where like the big names are facing off, right? Your Creator versus Shin, your Future versus Cure, your Gabe versus Zoun. Now we're getting into the more pro gameplay. Let's go. And there's still a lot to enjoy when it comes to the earlier rounds as well. No, don't disparage my Dolan, papi, right? Proper TvP, I reckon watch Dolan versus Jumi. Let's go. As spawning in the top right hand corner of Tokamak, we have the German Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Team Mouse, leading the series 1-0. It is HeRoMaRinE. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Team Vitality. Down in the series, the pressure is on. Can he force the ace match? It is Zoun. We go. It's crazy how Protoss getting outplayed, and yet with 1 good fight, they can still win. I mean, what's important here is that last game, the reason why a fight was still possible for Zoun is because Zoun was losing bases, he was losing his economy, but he was preserving the army, right? Like, he was building up that Disruptor count. He had a lot of Disruptors towards the end there, so that's something that does have value and is applicable to the other matchups as well. Like, we've seen other situations where, sure, you can kill a mineral and you can kill bases, but it forces the opponent all in, right? And Zoun was all in towards the end. And if they can win a fight and get on top of the production, they can still end the game. That is applicable to Terran, Zerg, and Protoss, depending on the game state. But here we go. As for now, we're going to be settling in once again double gas opener. Now, if you remember, this double gas opener last game led into attempted cloak banshee play. It was a 1-1-1 into Cyclone drop initially. Cyclone drop followed by cloak banshee, got scouted. What I appreciate out of Gabe, remember, when he opened up cloak banshee, it got scouted, he cancelled cloak. He cancelled cloak, only made 1 banshee, then switched into Raven. So he was really respectful of Zoun, understanding that if he committed to it because he got scouted, it wouldn't work. So it shows that HeRoMaRinE, Gabe, he's very flexible, very willing to adapt to his opponents. And we'll see what he goes for this time. Once again, double gas. This can once again lead into Cloak Banshee. It can also lead into early Cyclone. It can lead into early tank production. This can be quite committed. We'll see. So Rax, Factory, delayed CC out of Gabe. Winding it back, talking about that previous game, I do want to re-emphasize once again that Zoun was playing really, it felt like really scared. If you remember, he played 2 bases, double gases, Robo into Bay, into Colossus before even taking a third. Like I was trying to emphasize that, but Zoun, his third base was really late. And of course his fourth base was also really late as well. Like his bases were so delayed. And because they were so delayed, he did have faster Colossus and he did have a larger army early on. And it felt like he was getting ready for like a defense against an all-in. But there was no all-in, right? Like Gabe, he just built up. He didn't move out until he had his third. He didn't move out until he had his third base saturated. So because that, Gabe just outscaled Zoun. Because Zoun was playing so safe, I would say. Which meant that in a longer game, he got outscaled. Like, Gabe snowballed out of control. So we'll see if Zoun does the same thing. We'll keep an eye on him. What I will say, coming into Tokamak is a larger map to the map pool. Larger map, more defensive map. I would say that Zoun, the map is going to help him defending. He doesn't need to be as safe this time. He can be more greedy. So we expect to see a faster third on Tokamak. We expect it, but we'll keep an eye on Zoun. Behind this, ooh, early tank. Okay, so it was a double gas opener, initially Marine Cyclone drop. This is the same start that we saw last game, except this time no add-on swap. Last game, this was an add-on swap into Banshee. This time leaves it on the factory, makes an early tank for an early tank push. Very aggressive here by HeRoMaRinE. Now, Zoun scouts. He sees Tech Lab is still in the factory. He knows what's coming his way. Behind this, throws down the Robo on 2 bases. But the drop does arrive. Hits the natural. Does hit the natural base. Oh. So here he's going to pull away. Likewise, Zoun, he's going to be getting up to a 3-gate setup, 3 gateways, and he expands. There we go. This is much more greedier this time. It is a 3-gate opener, but remember, last game, he took his gases. This time, he doesn't. He delays his gases in favor of a faster third. Much more greedy play out of Zoun, out of our Protoss. But the problem is that this time, Gabe is being aggressive. It's like, let's go. Zoun is being greedy, but Zoun is being punished. Gabe, he pushes, takes down a Stalker. He's rallying across the map. Remember, the early tank production is still continuing, rallying across the map. Very committed. Borderline all in here by Gabe. Rushing across the map, trying to punish Zoun. And Zoun will see if he can hold on. Immortals on the way. Shield batteries ready. Here comes Gabe, dropping in the tanks. Nice juggling. Nice control. Baiting out some of those shots. Gabe making his way towards the natural. Gabe is moving in. Tank shot's going to be going up. And we do dive on top of the tanks. The first tank does go down. He gets 1. Can he get 2? It's going to be close. 1 more volley and he will take down the tank. Whew. And without tanks, Zoun holds. Zoun, he's holding on. It was a brutal hold. It was not easy. But he shuts down the tanks. Now going for the medevac. Nice kiting here from our Protoss. And he will clean this up. He will clean up the army. Oof. Does overextend. Takes the tank shot to the face. And remember, Zoun is on 3 bases. He's on 3 next eye. Gabe is not. Gabe just now throwing down more Raxes. Ooh. Getting up to a 5 rack setup on 2 bases. So the initial aggression of Gabe has failed, and it looks like, from what we're seeing here, he's doubling down and he's not macroing. He could be getting a 3rd CC. He's getting up to 5 Raxes, 2 base all in. Does feel like a 2 base all in follow up here where he's just going to double down. He knows that he's a little bit too far behind to catch up economically. Meanwhile, Zoun, we're going to stabilize. Is securing his 3rd. Gateway explosion, getting into charge. As a hallucination does come in, he does not see the Raxes yet. Uh-oh. Zoun has incomplete information. He hasn't seen the Raxes. Okay, building up. Does get spotted. He's spotted by the Observer. The Observer sees the medevac as well. Does spot the drop. Zoun responds. Okay, he pulls away. Trying to break out, waiting for his upgrade. Stim is on the way. Combat shields +1. And Gabe, he might pull the boys with this. We'll see if he does commit. We'll see if the boys are pulled. Gabe scans a third, sees it's fully saturated. Destructive production has begun. It's all or nothing for Gabe. I mean, the timing is strong. What's he pushing into? Disruptor. One disruptor. 2 immortals. Shield batteries are done. It's going to come down to the Nova. Going to come down to the engage. Nova goes up. Does connect with 1 tank. Not ideal. Okay, pushing forward. The tanks are actually quite far behind. The tanks are very far back. Zoun building on more zealots. Tanks are pushing forward. Just now sieging up. They do siege in time. Yeah, now we commit. Zoun, he's going for it. Nova goes off, takes down the window. Oh my god, grazes the army. Does graze the army. But Gabe still has so much bio. Another Nova. Takes down a Marauder. Gabe, he's running out of units, running out of Marines. Stalkers are going down, but the charge will say will defend. The boys are being pulled, and Zoun, he holds. He cleans up all the tanks. Oh, the mine shots are brutal. It's a messy defense. But Zoun does survive. Whew. As I say that, Gabe's still rallying in. Oh my god. Still pushing forward, still trying to end the game. Again, he's all in. But the all in is running out of steam. Yeah, Gabe, he just doesn't really have much left. Down to a couple of Marauders. We'll lose a medevac. Gabe, he had a decent setup here, but it just wasn't enough. Does still have a large army. I mean, he was so close to breaking through. But now going for a split push. Dropping into the main. There is a defensive warp in. Gabe trying to pull apart the attention of Zoun. Oh, nice blink. Ooh, takes down the medevac. Gabe just going for the Doom drop. Let's go. He's just sending it. He's got 10 Marauders and 14 Marines. I don't see this doing enough though. Yeah, no, as they shut down the Winter Mines, Zoun is fine. I mean, he does lose a Cyber Core at least. Meanwhile, Zoun is getting a 4th base. HeRoMaRinE is still doubling down, still refuses to expand. I mean, he can't. He cannot expand at this point. But Gabe does have a massive army. He's got freedom. True. He's got the Dallas buff. Novas, they do not connect. Gabe, he stems in. Yo, if at first you don't succeed with the 2-base all-in, just double down. Just double down. Just commit to the 2-base all-in even harder. Just keep going. He has broken the base. Broken the expansion. He's got the freedom. Let's go. Oh. Has avoided the Novas. Nice lift. Does avoid the Novas. Colossus has arrived. But Gabe, he's breaking through. He's done it. He has done it at this point. Again, he bought enough time. The 4th base was not a part of this. Zoun assuming that Gabe was expanding. No, no, you never expand. You just 2-base all in, papi. Gabe, he was watching Hon Mono. He knows. He knows the power of the all-in. Oh, as leading out a lot of units. But the Liberators, oh my god, they just pop off. They punish the Colossus. And Gabe has done it. He has broken the natural. Zoun, he recalls to the fresh mining base. But what about the army? What about the production? Another Colossus on the way. But Gabe is came for the production. He will clean up. Oh. Sieging forward. Just bullying back Zoun. And Gabe is going to take it. He's going to take it, papi. Aye, aye, aye. Yeah, stims on in. 1 Colossus, 2 Stalkers, and Gabe, he will claim the series. Cleans up the final units. GG gets called, and HeRoMaRinE will take the series 2-0. Advancing on to the next round. GG. GG, well played. HeRoMaRinE, he does claim the series 2-0 against Zoun, getting a little bit too greedy towards the end, taking a 4th base and expanding. Meanwhile, his opponent was still 2 base all in. Of course he was. Like, again, like Gabe, he just doubled down after the first failed aggression, committed to the 2 base all in, and Zoun, it looks like it caught him off guard. It looks like he was expecting a longer game, expecting Gabe to back off and to try to transition. But no, we just double down, papi. We just double down. GG, well played.